I absolutely, like I think all of us, I think it's impossible not to love the show, The Crown, the series The Crown. And you portrayed Winston Churchill, and we've talked about this. You did a brilliant job. And I thought you really inhabited Churchill and clearly had to know a lot about him and kind of become him to do that role. If there was an alternate universe where COVID hit, and instead of the current occupant of the White House, we had Winston Churchill, how would he handle it?
I would say if you could pick anyone in the entire 20th century who would do the best possible job facing our current crisis, it would be Churchill. Just look at the evidence of World War II, how he faced World War II. Churchill was an eccentric man. He was very unpredictable. He was difficult in many senses. His politics were sometimes contemptible, but he would have attacked this crisis like a dog with a bone. He would not have let a minute pass in his entire day where he didn't have some other idea for how to address a problem and to bring the country together to do it. He was exactly what England needed in 1940. We so needed that kind of sort of bullheaded assertiveness. We needed someone whom we would all listen to and trust at this moment. We didn't have that. Yeah. And so things have just gotten worse and worse and worse. And well, we won't.
Well, I think that what I noticed is that the Churchill, as you portrayed him and as he actually was, would micromanage, and he would have figured out, how are we getting these masks? He would have said it is his job of government to save the people. Yeah, and would have been all over it.
If Churchill had happened to also have a chain of hotels and resorts, for example, the first thing he would have done would have been to put those at the disposal of nursing homes so that all old people could be isolated and taken care of in comfort and not grouped together. I mean, things like that. He would have thought way, way outside the box. Those first few days, well, I mean, in the months before, long months before, there were preparations that had to be made for this moment. When Trump and company obliterated that committee that was all set for pandemic preparedness, that was the first colossal mistake. And the mistakes have just sort of tumbled out ever since.
Yeah,
we have to be hopeful and reverse all of them.
Yeah, yeah. Well, your book will help, I think. Well, every little bit helps.
It's like pissing into the wind, my book, but that's what I do for a living.
Great description of your career, pissing into the wind.
Yes, that'll be on my tombstone, Conan.